We still got Edie, Sven, Milton, Lewis, Sanjay. If we're even going to talk about them. I don't know if we're talking about the leaves. Wow. Way to go, Gus. This is why we can't have nice things. Raise flag, breakfast, quiet time. Be a baby. I like that duty. Aww. House rules. Wow. They even had like a fire escape plan. Damn. Strength, respect, teamwork. Wow. These kids. What? Oh. Can I go up this? Oh, that's cool.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
I could see why.
At the
That would be
time,
hard.
it was as far away as she could get.
Why not, you know, have a new room? That's what everyone seems to do, is just build a new room. Wow, to look down at your dead brother's, like, beds, though. I can't even imagine. So she got really religious after that? Don and Sanjay. Oh, so that's my dad, maybe? Oh, hey. Right next to some balcony. So let's look at the Bible first, because that was first.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Usually religion does help a lot with death. Something to believe in. Oh, it's a pole to go down. No,
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh. Don Finch, fly to India. That's cool. So this is kind of like right at the start of her life before having her kids. I love this rug. All right. So now which way do I go? Oh, so I was not supposed to go down, but I did. My bad.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Aww. I don't think we know much about Lewis at all either. Wow, that's a little terrifying. Edith, please don't fall. Wow. There are so many rooms.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Aww. Don, Lewis, Milton, Edith.
And to see kids in the house again.
I could see how it would be really lonely for Edith. Or for Edie. Oh.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So these were our rooms. Wow.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Except for the fact you couldn't go in half the rooms. So this is like, were we homeschooled then? I guess we were. Fact or fiction? I feel like this house is not any safer than going out into the real world. Also, how did our dad die?
Last.
Of course it didn't last. Scientific method. Oh, okay. What is that? Is this like... Oh my god, please be careful.
It was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Why is that the beginning of the end? Please do not fall. I can't get in there. Because that's his bedroom, I guess. Wow. Anything over here before I go too far? No. Just wanted to make sure. Like, these bedrooms are sweet. Like, this is always, like, a house I've dreamed of having, but I don't want to deal with a curse in order to have it. Okay. Lots of paint. Oh, footprints. Wow. It's a door. Very blank
I think
walls.
Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Oh, that's why his tomb had a... His, memorial stone had a paintbrush. He's very into art or landscaping in general, but wow, architecture is primarily what he's really good at. I'm assuming I can't go that way though, so my bad. What is that? Oh. I have to pull myself up. This is a sweet room. Wow. Duck. Oh, Milton. I can't imagine living in this much fear either. Milton, what happened to you?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
There we go. Whoa. Kinda. This is really hard to do. No. Keep doing it. Is there a better way to do this? Achoo. I already started this, my bad. Wow. This is not easy, guys. I have to keep moving my arm. Did he go into his... It's like the kid in the Magic Crayon.
Milton disappeared.
Wow. It's like the Magic Crayon. Something like that. I have that book though. The Purple Crayon. It did everything. Wow. So you didn't really know him, but that's still so sad.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Can we open this? Are you in here, buddy? Did you figure out? Wow.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What do you mean? Found in the house. Didn't want... I want to know what happened to Milton, because he's like the
Mom
one
definitely
mystery.
blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Why would it be Edie's fault?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
So now we're going to find out about her other brother, Lewis. So probably this way then? Wow. You had a very bright room, Jesus. And it's a boat. Like, you're afraid of death and everyone in the family dying. And look at, like, fucking how unstable all this is. Or how, like, close to edges it is of high heights. Nope. You need to do that again, girl. I need you to pull that up. There you go. Alright. In here. It's a hookah.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
I
That
mean,
part of him lived on.
yeah, probably smells a lot like weed. Nope. Edie, don't do it. Edie! Edie, don't do it! And by Edie, I mean Edith, but they have the same name, so I don't care. It's the same thing. Edith, don't do it. Alright. He has a bouncy ball.
Lewis and I
Aw.
spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Aw, high school diploma. He likes computers, so that's what I'll have to use to interact with. There's still pot, just chilling here. I mean, like, lots of it. Dawn Finch. What is that?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation.
Did he
As I
kill
see it, the
himself?
trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
So he has an
Newly
issue.
sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, God. Oh, this is horrible.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw
I
the
couldn't
same
do this.
behavior. His mind began to
Began to...
wander.
Oh. I'm gonna get my hand cut off.
I asked him to describe it.
This is weird.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Huh. Damn it. It's hard for me to
Feeling his way
multitask.
about.
Huh.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
This is really dangerous. I'm getting too many fish. Oh no. What?
And things that have not names.
Ooh,
He knew it
this
was
is
all in
getting...
his head.
There's a fish in my way. Oh god, I had to cut that one's head to get
But he
through.
took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
This is really hard to do. Surprisingly.
But he found something more. I
Whoa.
worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
This way. Oh no, wait, this way then. Huh. I'm not paying attention to my right hand at all. It's gonna get cut
I
off.
spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah, because he's doing all this shit.
Like a whole new Lewis.
He's found an escape.
So I let him go on.
So either he killed himself from drugs or on accident
I
from
even
drugs
encouraged
or on purpose. Can't figure out which.
It seemed very promising at first.
Huh. This is getting huge though.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Aww. Buddy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Yep. Lewis
He built the
Topia.
city up
Creative.
slowly, brick by brick.
Oops.
Then he made musicians.
And people to like dance with him.
And songs for them to play.
This is so weird.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
This.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Yay, nay. Maybe, I don't know,
He no
make a
longer
game with
spoke at
that.
the cannery.
Oh. So maybe make a
But
game
his
instead
chopping
of
was
do the
as reliable
cannery.
as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
We're
all
on
in
the...
his imagination,
Yep.
so he could do whatever he wished. He held
Guys.
an election for mayor.
You don't even know how awkward this is.
And
Why
he
is this
won.
psychiatrist saying all this? This just seems a little personal.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Ah. That's cool. What the fuck?
Conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Am I supposed to conquer said city? Yep.
New Lewis.
There you go. So he liked doing all of this task shit because he got to do this.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Ah.
He started drifting away
See what
from
you
our
did there.
reality.
Yeah. Was he on drugs doing this? And that's how he was doing this? Or is this just literally his imagination? It's like fucking Molly.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
He just
Even
forgot.
as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Wow. She was there. He never knew. He was just gone.
In Lewisburg, he heard
Handsome
rumors of a
Let's say a beautiful prince.
beautiful
Handsome
prince.
queen. I like that said handsome queen. I want to go to the beautiful prince. Just for Lewis.
The
make
prince
it
was on his
interesting.
own quest for
Radiant rainbows. I want this to be a nice story.
Radiant rainbows.
He is a beautiful prince. I did not mean to knock it down. Am I supposed to? I didn't. Well. This is. I don't know if you guys.
The sound of his
Electric sitar. I love sitars. I play my sitar.
electric sitar.
Yes. Wherever I go. Oh. Oh well. Oh, I missed a beautiful note. So it's really hard to move my right hand left and right while my left hand is trying to do Wazda. That is what's happening right now.
To a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
I don't know if that's... It sounds like it might be easy, but it's not.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh, maybe I should... Fuck. Prince! He's running away from me.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh my god, too many... I was not this far behind. Don't act like I was. Huh. Huh. Huh.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Come on.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Damn. There we go. I love the little character design, and I'm modeling.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
You think?
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Wow. Buddy. Where you going? Prince, come back!
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I mean, that is true. And now I'm him. Oh, buddy. There's blood everywhere. I could never have a job like this. It's my locker, I'm
Began to
guessing.
forget the world we know.
So...
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
I can see why. Is that me? Just mindlessly doing it? Oh, buddy. There are better things
Began
to
to
be doing.
despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yeah, he's not. He is just gone. Oh. Do I go up here? Oh, no. Okay, I guess I'm going up
here. I
here.
thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
You still had hope. Oh my god.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Oh, buddy. This family has the biggest imagination I have ever thought could even, like, exist. I can't even think of words for how imaginative they all are.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
This cat. Molly! Stop giving me feels with the cats that are named Molly! Oh. You definitely got her imagination, buddy. High on a lot of pot? Or just... You got it. Prince!
Waited, holding his crown.
Alright. They're all dancing. Look at the little dance.
There's only one thing left to do.
It's a guillotine. Do you not realize that's a guillotine? Buddy, that is quite
Then
clearly.
down his head.
No! This is a bad idea! Obviously. Ah!
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Did he stick his head in the thing that was chopping the heads of the fish? Oh my god, that's horrifying. All of this is so horrifying when you really think about it.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So we only have Edie left and Dawn. Assuming we're not going through the leaves of people married in. Wow. I can't even imagine. Oh my god. Like, do you start to get desensitized at some point? I don't know if I would be. That's gotta be freaking hard.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I don't think she knew either. She was also probably being afraid of telling Edie in general. So this was my room.
I wish we'd stayed.
Because then maybe you'd be around Edie.
But I understand why we left.
So did I live in the same room with my mom? Edith and mom? So we shared the same area. Wow. I'm assuming this is her mom, Dawn, and Edith is up there, yeah?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Wow. That's hard. That is so hard. Sanjay. Disaster relief. Oh, maybe that's how he died. Because they're not telling you. And then a prayer. To teach and to learn. Dawn Finch. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. So she taught us. Wow.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What happened? There's a bird. I know your mom died.
But it had to end one way or another.
Are you talking about Edie?
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh, I don't want to know about this last night. Okay. I did a lot of paper. This is a sweet bedroom, by the way. I love it. It's very small, but I love it. Cool pen. Oh, yeah, I'm currently pregnant. For sure. Aw, my journal.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
I'll try.
Edith, you're excused.
Damn. She doesn't want to leave. She's used to it, and she loves it there.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Of course she did. So this is the present. That's what Edie was saying. Was go to the library.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Why are they dead? Because of the stories. Like, how is it because of the stories?
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oh, I can see exactly why she doesn't want to leave. History of the Finches by Edie Finch. Oh, this is where Edie's been sleeping. Kind of, maybe? Whose room is this? I think they told me earlier. I forgot. Odin. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's just do this. I'm probably wrong on all accounts.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Aw, good one.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
So you can see the house. Oh, that's
It was
weird.
the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Wow, this
There'd
tide
been
went
an
way out.
earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Am I supposed to go this way? I am.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Yeah, this is...
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
I would not go out there. I would...
I never thought I'd go back to it.
There's no way in hell
When
you'd get
the
me to walk
fog
out here.
rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh, shit. On the day she was born. So you're not gonna die here, girl.
I got turned around.
I did. Oh, shit. Nope. I refuse to get turned around if I can help it. But, like, wouldn't the tide come
For a while,
at some point?
I wondered.
I think I'm in the general
I
direction.
started seeing things.
Patronuses. Basically.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Oh, there we go. I'm like, where is she talking? What'd you forget exists?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh, this is the house. We found it.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh, that's so weird that they actually tried to take their whole house. Oh, I'm her.
Things
little
I
weak
can't
hands.
explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Oh
Mom,
no.
you're gonna rip it. Let go.
No, no, no. Let go of it. Mom.
Kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
You never got to read the end. Oh, shit.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Gone physically, or did she
After
die?
that, we moved around a lot.
She has the gloves.
We both tried to make the best of it.
That's so sad.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while,
And then worse.
and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
That is so much pressure.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. In a appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Ew.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
This is
And
gonna
I
be
hope
gross.
you'll never see it.
Oh.
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Did she die during childbirth?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Beautifully done. So good. While I was editing, I noticed that the end of everything is the achievement I just got. I noticed that I didn't have the cast anymore and I had gloves, and I was like, wait a second, but like it was while I was editing and I totally forgot about it. It's because the very beginning, us holding that book is our son, which means we died while he was still that young. Wow. That's hard. I wonder if these are all pictures of them, Milton. Wow. This was a beautifully told game. I know technically a lot of these games are more like walking sims is what people would consider them, but honestly they're just very beautifully done interactive stories. And I consider that different than a walking sim. Because a walking sim I just consider going forward. Thanks, Johan. Here's the achievement I just got. It's just walking forward and then things are happening, like Bottle or there's a few others that I just can't pull out of my brain right now that I haven't played. But the things about these, about what Remains of Edith Finch, or even Blackwood Crossing, or just pretty much what I've been playing recently, is that it's got some gameplay. So it's literally interactive. You literally feel like you're a part of the story in a totally different way than just walking, or in a totally different way than just reading text. And games are getting to be so good at that. And I love these. Like, this was so amazing. And very interesting. All of these people are so fucking creative. The story was fantastic. The graphics are amazing. The gameplay was... The only time I ever had a problem was for the flip book, but otherwise it was... it was unique. And I felt involved in every single story in a tiny way, but it was enough to get me feeling like I was them. And like I said, I think the reason why the dad's death impacted me the most, other than Edith too, is that they were so real. It wasn't super fanciful. It was something that happened. I think the dad, that's how it happened. With Edith, you don't know. You don't know exactly why she died, unless she did die during childbirth, but it's not expecting to come out of a womb, I will say that. But I can't even imagine being the only one in my family alive. It's just so impactful. And then all the little details they put into everything, like nothing felt copy and pasted. Everything felt unique. Everything felt like it was a house. Like this made it feel like this was a family's house. The Edith Finch team, thank you for this. You guys are amazing. The end. Thank you. Thank you for this experience. Replay option is now available. There's the whole family, guys. I like how Milton's drawn so simply. Everyone else is drawn really detailed, and then there's Milton. Why? Maybe because she's not entirely sure. I'll say okay. Wow. So that was What Remains of Edith Finch. Link will be in the description if you guys want to check out the game yourself on Steam. But I think it's worth it. Honestly, that gameplay makes it totally worth it as well. Not just the story, but the story is phenomenal. It's just hard to explain without you guys actually feeling it. Like, I mean, you guys probably felt it with me for some of you, but honestly, like, it's just so much different to play it and be involved in it. That was a really cool game. I was not expecting it to be as amazing as it is. Damn, so many good games came out this year so far. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments. Please do. If you liked the video, you should totally like it. But if you liked the game, you should totally go check out the game, because I think this was really good. But I hope to see you guys in the next video or game that I play. And I hope you guys are winning at life. And I will see you then. So keep winning, guys. Bye.